Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I hope I'm clearly visible and audible. I hope I am clearly visible and audible. Kindly comment and reply back in the comment section. Yes, now I can see you. Okay, so Robin Yadav, Yash, Palak. Acha, Robin, you even came in my yesterday's advanced discussion live at PWJ English. So really appreciate that. You just came, you obliged, and then you have again came back to your biology live at this channel. So good, beta, good. Even if you are browsing here and there, because any and everybody needs a break for like those 5 and 10 productive minutes break, obviously increases your efficiency. So I really appreciate that, beta. It was very good gesture from your side. Okay, so yes, we have Sadhya Khan. Good afternoon, beta. Then we have Aishwarya. Then Ikra, Yasmin. I remember this name. So Ikra, today just make sure what is our target for today, beta. See. Even in the advanced paper, beta, even your NEET examination content tells you that if you talk of physical chemistry na beta, so the first class that we had more or less done the foundational side of physical chemistry, and which for physical chemistry, which class has a more weightage? Class 11th. So because class 12th only has solution and colligative properties, or half of it is nothing but mole concept, concentration terms, which we have done. But sir, you have taught us only theory in the previous. I mean, yes, for a redox reaction, because it is quite useful for conceptualizing in organic chemistry. So therefore, in my redox side of chemistry, in my previous live, I have spent time to give you all the logic, and yes, we'll be practicing related questions as well on Sunday. Then what is the job for today? We have done mole concept, redox, and all the things around the foundational of inorganic chemistry, and mole concept has also taught us the concentration terms. Now next job is for your NEET examination, beta. Minimum 2 questions you get from equilibrium, 2 to 3 questions you get from thermodynamics and thermochemistry, 2 to 3 questions you get from atomic structure. So the target for today will be atomic structure, then chemical equilibrium, then ionic equilibrium, and we'll be coupling up with thermodynamics and thermochemistry. So in all, if I just give you an average, you will be getting somewhere around 7 questions from this. But sir, these topics are highly huge at the same point of time, beta. They are very traditional. Even the advanced paper, beta, was asking the just NCERT basics, but yes, in one question they were asking 4 concepts together. So in your NEET examination, you will be asked only the relevant topics. So don't worry. Yes, I am very good, Robin. Chalo. So don't worry, but yes, take out your pen and copy. Sir, to be honest, I don't want to be a doctor. My parents pushed me in this path. Beta, I mean, yes, although once you start being in the process, the discipline just sink in. So maybe you'll be accustomed to the fact, because beta, whatever parents think for us, probably not always, but mostly they are always right. But if you have some other inclination, beta, then you should obviously go for it. Chalo, beta, where will you get notes? Asik, beta, you will be getting the notes post the live is done. You will be getting the notes on PW NEET English WhatsApp channel. So there will be a post for this live, and in the link for the post, you will be getting a link for the related notes of this chapter. So what are we going to target for this chapter? Sir, we will be learning theory. As I have said, that I am not only here for the 1 lakh toppers of NEET. Why I'm saying 1 lakh? Because in general, considering the government and private college, they get a MBBS seat, the top 1 lakh. But sir, out of those 22 lakh students approximately, what about 21 lakh students? So beta, I'll be discussing theory also, and I'll be discussing the relevant theory using the relevant questions. So first we'll be attempting the question for all those students, sir, but I am targeting AIR 1000. Then this session is not for me. No, beta, this is for you. Why? Because you will be practicing PYQs, and you can obviously revise your content, because while discussing the PYQ, I'll be also giving you the complete theory regarding that particular topic. We'll not be wasting our time to read the complete chapter, because sir, NTA is very traditional. Traditionally, they get their paper leaked. So traditionally, they are going to ask the same concepts. So moving forward, chalo, everybody is ready. Take out your pen and copy, beta. The first chapter we are starting is with atomic structure. So I hope the question is in front of you. Yes, I have taken all the relevant archives, or not all the relevant archives, those relevant archives which are going to be most probable logic for your re-NEET examination on 21st. So you are supposed to give the ratio of wavelength of light absorbed by hydrogen when it is making a transition from this to this. So yes, you have to be a bit calculative. So I'm giving you 1 minute for this question, and your time starts now. I hope everybody knows the formula. Beta. So keeping the NTA tradition in mind and keeping the enthusiasm of ourselves in mind, sir, that we need to revise NCERT. So whenever electron makes a transition, now all the students who do not even remember the formula, let me make you, sir, beta, Shresht, Mr. Shekhar, what I'm trying to do over here is, I will be solving questions also. I'll be giving you the complete theory also. So whenever electron make a transition from any higher state to any lower state, or it is jumping from initial state to final state, what is the wavelength associated? Wavelength associated is 1 by lambda. The formula for wavelength 1 by lambda is Rydberg's constant, which is constant, into atomic number squared into 1 upon n1 square minus 1 upon n2 square. Now, actually this n1 and n2 are the initial and final state, but sir, lambda cannot be negative. So whenever you are using this formula for your numericals, always do n1 less than n2. Why? Because that is the only way through which you will be getting a positive value of wavelength. So let us solve this. So that means that we have to calculate it for two different instances. Yes, that is, one is 2 to 3. So 1 by lambda 1 will be equal to what, sir? R, because it is hydrogen, so Z will be 1. So 1 square, 1 upon n1 square, as in 1 upon 2 square, that is 4, minus 1 upon 3 square, that is 9. So 1 upon lambda 1 will be equal to what, sir? R. 9, 4 is 36, 9 minus 4 is 5. That means I have my value of 1 upon lambda 1. So lambda 1 will be equal to 36 upon 5R. This is equation 1, because you have to give the ratio. What about the other wavelength, sir? Other transition is from 4 to 6. So 1 upon lambda 2 will be equal to R into Z square, 1 upon n1 square, as in 4 square. 4 squared is 16 minus 6 squared is 36. That means 1 upon lambda 2 is nothing but R, 36 into 16, and 36 minus 16 is what? 26, 20. So that means lambda 2 will be equal to, this is 5 times, this is 4 times. That means this is equal to 36 into 4 upon 5R. Now what shall be the ratio, beta? I hope most of you have got the answer also. So ratio of lambda 1 upon lambda 2 will be 36, 5R will be getting cancelled. So 36 upon 36 into 4. 36 into 4, that means this is simply 1 by 4. That means option D. I hope most of you have got the answer. Chalo, 50%. Robin, perfect. Shweta, perfect. Moving to the next question, beta. Yeah. The energy and radius of first Bohr orbit. Beta, these formula are not important. They are hugely important. Even JEE Mains has done this, that the one Bohr theory application formula they have definitely asked. So kindly attempt, and then definitely I'll be making you revise the complete Bohr theory mathematical formulas also. So I'll be this way we'll be helping all the students who want to revise the formula. They even do not remember the formula, so I'll be making them revise the formula first. But all the students who are here with good good amount of revision, so they can obviously try and make the question correct within the first minute, है ना. चलो, so अर्थ perfect. हाँ. Pathak ji, your wish was, I remember you had put a comment. So Pathak said that sir, chemical equilibrium, ionic equilibrium, beta, I have it for you. But you said sir, electrochemistry, beta, electrochemistry is actually class 12th. So we will coupling electrochemistry, but with solution and colligative properties, the colligative properties thing, and with chemical kinetics. That I'll be taking in the I mean not in the next class. That I'll be taking on Sunday. I'll be directly discussing PYQs for them. Okay, Mr. Pathak. Chalo. So your 67% of demand I have considered. Chalo. Perfect. People are wonderfully giving me answers. So I hope you know the formula. Let us revise the formula first, beta. Energy of electron in nth orbit is what? It is equal to minus E naught into Z square upon N square. And radius of electron in nth orbit is equal to what? Sir, it is equal to some constant times of n square upon z. Beta, please remember these formula. They are not important. They are very important. Now, velocity of electron in nth orbit is equal, although velocity is not asked, but still I'm giving you everything. Velocity of nth orbit is equal to v naught into z upon n. Now, after proportionality, the next thing that you should keep in your mind is the value of these constants. The value of constant E naught is 13.6 electron volt, and in terms of joule it is equal to 2.18 into 10 raised to the power minus 18 joule. Value of this R naught constant is 0.529 angstrom, where 1 angstrom is nothing but 10 raised to the power minus 10 meters. And velocity of this V naught, the value of this V naught is simply 2.18 into 10 raised to the power 6. This is meter. This will be meter per second. I hope everybody is clear with this. Now, if we know these formulas, beta, definitely they are definitely going to help you. Now, coming back to the question that we had, so energy, but here they are giving generally we term it as E naught, but here they have just manipulated us by converting that E naught as RH. So hardly it will make a difference, because see, the value of E naught and RH is definitely the same, but sometimes question do this. So what you have to do is just put in the value. So the energy and radius of Bohr orbit of helium plus 2. So for helium plus 2, Z will be 2, and radius Z will be 2. Energy and radius of first orbit. So first orbit, as in N is 1 for both of them, but Z is 2 for helium, Z is 3 for lithium. The remaining thing is your practice, which I hope mathematical practice you have done, and you must have came with the answer, which is A. Let me see. Okay. Still good percentage. So beta, once you will be solving, you will be getting 1 as your answer. Now, into divide is a thing, beta, which only and only your practice will help you do it. So I've given you the detail. You have to do the multiplication by yourself. Sir, is it a joke? No, beta. But beta, calculations now no one can teach you. Calculations you can only master by practicing with your pen and copy. So I hope those pen and copy is still there in front of you, and you are actually trying to match the pace, beta. Why? Sir, but calculation will take time. Beta, you have to manage that time by practicing more and more. Sir, where to practice? This is what the intention is. Chalo. I hope everybody is clear with this. Moving to the next one, beta. Now, acha, I need a blank slide, na? Chalo. So the next question is just a theoretical question, but still an important one. So giving you 45 seconds for this. I hope this is a revision also. I hope we have discussed this basic concept in my first class, in my first lecture that we have, I guess on Sunday we have done. Dalton said that atom was the smallest particle, and on basis of Dalton we had some law of chemical combinations. So law of conservation of mass, law of conservation of mass, constant proportion, multiple proportion, everything is explained by, can be explained by Dalton. But yes, Dalton didn't know that the composition, that the constituents can undergo transformation as per their volume also. Why? Because this, we know the Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volume once we have started knowing PV equal to nRT, but at that point of time ideal gas equations and all those stuff were not known to people. So yes, the law of Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volume could not be explained using Dalton's theory. So definitely 4 will be your right answer. I hope. Chalo, good enough. 80%, fair beta, fair enough. Moving to the next one. Now, after Bohr theory, what comes next is the important NTA area where they find lot of interest in. Sir, the next area where NTA is interested in, quantum model, because actually what explains an atom? Quantum model. So that quantum model, sir, what is this quantum model? Instead of orbital, what is the where does the electron resides, sir? You just can know the probability of finding electron, and the probability of finding electron is maximum at an area which is called orbital. Orbital is not a physical entity, beta. Orbital is a probability distribution. That probability distribution is a mathematical statistical analysis. By doing what? By writing electron, by making the nature of electron as a wave. We have written a wave equation of that electron and solved that equation. And while solving that equation, what we have got? We have got solutions, and those solutions, we are designating those solutions as a set of numbers which are known as quantum numbers. The direct outcome of Schrodinger wave equation are the 3 quantum numbers, not the 4th one. Principal quantum number, azimuthal, magnetic, and the last is spin quantum number, which is not a direct outcome of Schrodinger wave equation. It is independently designed to just give the exact electron, because one orbital can accommodate 2 electrons. So orbital can be signified by 3 quantum numbers, and the 4th quantum number, which I'm again repeating, is not an outcome of Schrodinger wave equation, is the 4th electron, which is required to give the complete address of an electron. I hope everybody is clear now. I have given the theoretical justification, the beginning, but yes, let us explore the questions also. So now I have started the timer. I hope most of you have given the answer as well. So let us be quick with this. The 4 quantum numbers are NLMS, where N gives you the energy and size of orbital. L gives you the shape of orbital. Magnetic quantum number, which can also be written as ML, gives you the orientation of orbital, so A is R. And spin quantum number, MS, gives you the orientation of spin of the electron, whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. So I hope A is definitely R in this case, so the A can be R, B is S, C is P, and D is Q. Okay, that means you have 4 as your answer. So let me check, because most of you have done this also. Chalo, perfect. 60%, fair enough, beta. But yes, you have to maximize your speed. So again, after quantum model, next question is again revision of Bohr theory. So without further ado, I'm giving you 45 seconds for this. Your time starts now. The energy is given, and then you have to give the energy given is for He plus, and then you have to give the energy of beryllium plus 3. Sir, for He plus, Z will be 2. For beryllium, Z will be 4. So I hope you are doing it perfectly. I hope. Perfect. Sadhya Khan, perfect. After that, okay, Earth, perfect. Casper, perfect. Good, but good, everybody, good. I mean, the level of participation in NEET channel, na beta, I must really appreciate this. I really enjoy. Although I have been a hardcore JEE Advanced teacher for all my life, but yes, now I guess with the active participation, I feel more happy while coming and teaching at this NEET channel. So thank you, beta. Thank you. If at all we are able to help one student, I am more than happy. Chalo beta. So I hope most of you have got the answer as well. The answer to the question is, I guess the magnitude is still the same, na? It's x. Yeah. Very good, very good. So I hope you have clearly solved it. You just have to do the calculation. For first orbit, energy is given out to be x kilojoule. So this minus x will be equal to minus E naught into n square into z square, which is 2 square, minus n square, which is 1 square. That means 4 times of E naught is given as x. So what shall be the value for BE plus 3? Sir, energy, that means this energy we have to calculate. So minus E naught, that is x by 4 into, sir, then we have z square. So 4 squared upon n square. N is 2 over here. So 2 squared. So 1, 4 and 1, 4 is gone. And 2 squared is 4. So this 4 and the other 4 will be getting cancelled. So this is nothing but x, which most of you have clearly solved it. So I'm really happy, beta. Moving to the next one. 3, 2, 1, go. Go. Now, beta, I have selected specific questions, not all the PYQs, but yes, selected PYQs which are highly probable. So make sure you're matching the time. Okay, Shweta, perfect. Sadhya, perfect. Rizwan, perfect. Then we have Shresht. Perfect, guys, perfect. Quick. Now, beta, statement based questions are definitely going to be there in your examination. So try to read as fast as you can. It will increase your words reading per speed, and that is going to make a difference in your overall NEET score. So most of the students are answering 1. Let us check. Again, a theoretical question. But yes, rather time ka. Oh, perfect, beta. I'm very happy. Perfect. Chalo. So let's discuss why it is 1. Sir, the correct statement among the following: all atoms of an element are composed of 2 fundamental particles. No, sir, they are composed of 3 fundamental particles. What are they? Electron, protons, and neutrons. It is saying 2, so this is wrong. The mass of electron is definitely 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. This is good. So B is correct. All isotopes of given element show same chemical property. Yes, sir. Isotope have different physical property because mass is different. Chemical property is same because they have same electrons. Protons and electrons. No, sir. Nucleons are the entity present inside the nucleus. So protons and neutrons are collectively called as nucleons. So D is incorrect. And Dalton's atomic theory regarding an atom is that says that atom is the ultimate particle. So yes, this is what Dalton said. That means A, C, and E are correct. That means option 1 is your answer. Moving to the next one. Again, a theoretical question from quantum model. A theoretical or rather a logical question from quantum model. 3, 2, 1, go, guys. Go. Good. Perfect. Perfect, everybody. Perfect. Chaudhary ji. Perfect, Pathak. Perfect, Kalawant. Perfect, Sadhya. SK. Now Ikra has participated. Earth. Beta, on Sunday, we'll be doing the remainder chapter of physical chemistry through PYQs. And in my next weekday class, I'll be then going with inorganic, hai na? So, because I saw many of the, because yes, physical is more or less done. It will be done by Sunday. And then we'll be starting with inorganic. And next week, we'll be starting with organic, hai na? Chalo. So I hope most of you have got the answer. People are answering 1. Time is also done. So you have spent sufficient time Perfect, perfect. Participation is awesome today. Chalo beta, let us see why one is correct. You are supposed to give the incorrect statement. Mind you, please remember, please read the question and then start attempting it. So yes, all of you have read it perfectly. So you have to mark the incorrect statement. The statement one is shape of D, X, Y, Y, Z, ZX orbitals are similar to each other. Yes, because their orbital lobe lie in between the coordinate axis. And dx2 y2 and dz square are similar. No sir, no sir, no sir. dx2 y2 has orbital lobes along the axes. So this is along x-axis, and along y-axis this is x2 y2. But if you talk of dz square, then if it is my z-axis, then I definitely have a lobe along z-axis, but after that I have a Saturnian lobe. So this is not analogous to dx2 y2. So they do not have same shape, and because of this statement is incorrect and therefore an answer. Still we are learning, so discussing the other options also. The option B says all 5d orbital are different in size when compared with this 4d. Yes sir, 5d is more energized. Because it is more energized, so the orbitals will be more large, more diffused. Yeah, the shape will be same, but their size will be more. So yes, because this is correct, so not an answer. All 5 4d orbitals have shape is same, but size is different. More energy, more size. So yes, this is also correct, therefore an answer. I'm not saying they are incorrect, they are definitely correct. So because it is also correct, therefore not an answer. In an atom, all 5 3d orbitals are equal. Yes, all orbitals in a same subshell are degenerate. So they are degenerate, as in they are of similar energy. So again, this is also correct, therefore not an answer. Obviously we know. Chalo, perfect. Moving to the next one. Now, radius again beta, mathematical skills required. So 45 seconds, 3 2 1 go. Mathematical skills required, 3 2 1 go. See, the same pattern of questions are repeated. So why sir you are making us do again and again? Because practice. I've given you the relevant concept also, those relevant theory, and after that application. This is the application that we are trying to do over here. Good. Keep on attempting beta. Keep doing best for yourself. We have power cut these days, no? I mean, yes, everything is working with the electricity backup, but AC is not working. So I will also be getting the heat today of your paper. The heat is likewise both side. Chalo. So we just pray we have the electricity back so that at least AC can work. Chalo. I hope few of you have got the answer, because I can see the comment section with 22222. So that means B is your answer. Yes. Everybody, great. Chalo. So if radius of second orbit of helium, so second orbit as in n equal to 2, helium as in z equal to 2. So radius R2 is equal to minus R0 into n square, which is 2 square upon z, which is also 2. So R2 value is given as 105.8. That is in picometer. So let's be it. Why? Because answer is in picometer also, angstrom also. So let us first calculate in picometer. So this radius is in picometer. Let us not put the value of R0. Let us find the value of R0 in picometer only. So that means R0 will be this 2 and this 2 is gone. It will be this. Now what are you asked? Radius of third orbit. So what are we asked? Radius of third orbit. So it will be, why minus sir? Why minus? This is not energy. Why minus sir? This is not energy. So removed minus. So R0 is 105.8 upon 2 into n square. Third orbit. So 3 squared is 9 upon z for lithium is 3. That means this is 3. So this is 105.8 into 1.5. That means 105 half is approximately 50. So add 50 in, you will be landing somewhere around 158, 155. So definitely option B is your answer. You do not even have to solve it completely. Common sense is going to help you. है ना? Chalo, perfect. Perfect. Moving to the next one, beta. Now, sir, Planck theory, no, Bohr theory was supported by Planck and the photoelectric effect, that is the particle nature. Particle, because electron has particle nature also, has wave nature also. Yes, definitely wave nature is of larger magnitude because mass is negligible, but that particle nature helped us from Bohr theory to reach to quantum model. What does particle nature tells us? That electron has particle nature also, it has wave nature also. De Broglie equation signifies that if you magnify the particle nature with wavelength, then that de Broglie wavelength will be inversely proportional to particle nature. This is, I beg your pardon, this is wave nature significance by wavelength and particle nature significance by momentum. And because they are inversely proportional, so proportionality constant becomes the value of h, and in the denominator you have momentum mp, which is nothing but mv, which is de Broglie hypothesis. So this is in general. Now for this question, what you should use, sir, electronic transaction take place in form of quantum of energy, and each packet has energy equal to h nu, or it is equal to hc by lambda. So such question is given to you that you are supplied with the value of frequency and you are supposed to calculate the value of wavelength. That means frequency will be equal to c by lambda. So lambda will be equal to c, which is constant speed of light, which is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8, upon frequency, which is 1368 kilohertz. So it will be 10 raised to the power 3 hertz. So whatever you will be getting will be in meters. If you just check the power, let's say borrow 3 zeros, so it will be somewhere around 3000. This is 1368 into 10 raised to the power 5 by 3, that means 2. So this is approximately more than 2 times, so 2 point something into 100, so 200 something. So 200 something, that means 200 something as an option 4. Acha, it is in meter. Then I guess beta you have to solve na, because this is 219.2 and this is 219.3. Yes beta, you cannot judge it, you have to solve completely, and once you will properly solve, you will get 219.3, and people are answering that also. Chalo, people are answering that also, but yes, sometimes when options are close enough beta, please do not approximate. Yes sir, how will you know beta? Have a good eye on the option given, and only then you should attempt your questions. So I hope everybody is doing super awesome. Moving to the next one, 45 seconds for this one too. A basic question, just identification of number of, yes, mains has also asked identification of just protons, electrons and neutrons. So yes, a type of question. We generally, once we read one concept of easy array, it is nothing but beta, you have to remember all the concepts of physics, chemistry and biology. So reproducing all those concepts of 4 chapters, not 4 subjects, not 3, because botany, zoology are also 2 different areas of biology. So yes, job is difficult, so don't make it more complicated. Whatever things are probable, try and attempt and read those things only. You are not going to give an examination where you are supposed to solve only 16 questions per hour. You are not going to give an advanced examination. So stick to the basics which are required for NEET level of examination, which is this. So I hope you are getting answer. So we are over flooded with D. That means D is my answer. Still good percentage, around 80%. So let us check why D is your answer, because you have to give protons. Sir, this is lutetium, so 71 is the number of proton, definitely correct. This is mass number. Mass number is number of protons, which is 71, plus number of neutrons, which is n. So number of neutrons will be 175 minus 71. So 5 minus 1 is 4. 0, 1. That means neutron is 104. And because it's a neutral species, so it will have the same number of electron. Moving to the next one. Number of nodes. Node is an area where probability of finding electron is 0. Nodes are statistically determined. Therefore, this formula is also statistical, not a derived one. There are two types of nodes, radial nodes and angular nodes. So radial nodes has a formula n minus L minus 1. Sir, angular nodes has a formula L. Sir, there is no derivation. No, they are statistical formula. So just determine these value for 3s orbital. So for 3s orbital, radial node, obviously for s, L is 0. So angular node is 0. So number of angular node is definitely 0. So these two options are gone. Now radial node will be 3 minus 0 minus 1, as in radial node is 2. That makes option 4 as your right answer. I hope, yeah, 75%. Fair enough. Fair enough, everybody. Great job, great job, great job. Keep the enthusiasm intact. Moving to the next one. Now we are given with different orbitals, and they are, you have to arrange them in increasing order of energy. So sir, this is just application of Aufbau rule. What is Aufbau rule? Electrons are filled in the order of increasing energies. If orbital has lower energy, it is filled first and followed by the orbital which have higher energy. How to quantify the energy of orbitals? By the value of n plus L, which is Aufbau rule. In Latin, Aufbau means building up. So building up, how the electronic distribution built up takes place as per the electronic transaction. So lesser be the value of n plus L, lesser is the energy. If value of n becomes equal, then if value of n plus L becomes equal, then the orbital which is having lower value of n will be of lower energy and more stable, hence will be filled first. So I hope with that most of you are cracking the answer. I can see the comment section super flown with the answers. This is obviously option A. Acha, yeah, 60%. So let me help you also, beta. Let me help you. See, beta, instead of applying n plus L na, you can also go to your periodic table. Remember periodic table? The electrons are also filled in accordance with Aufbau rule, with electronic configuration which the quantum model has given us. In the similar fashion, we are supposed to fill elements in periodic table also. So which on the first period, what is filled? Sir, 1s2. That means 1s2 has lowest energy. In second period, what do we fill? Sir, 2s2. Then we fill 2p6. On third period, what we do? So 3s2, then we fill 3p6. Because till third period, there is no D. Till 3p, you cannot fill any D also, because after 3s, 3p will have of less energy. Fourth period, then what is filled as per Aufbau rule? 4s. What is filled in periodic table? Sir, 4s. After that, you fill 3d. Then you again fill. Period number of S and P are same. So this is also in accordance with Aufbau rule. Then what you fill? Sir, we fill 5s2. After that, sir, we fill 4d10. Post that, so after that we fill 5p6. Next, so sixth period. So we fill 6s2. Yes, we fill lanthanum. But after lanthanum, what is filled? Sir, after lanthanum, those F is filled. So first we should fill that F. That means 4f14, and then we fill the remainder of D, which is 5d10. And at last we fill period number will be the principal quantum number for P as well. So this will be 6p6. And then on the seventh period, we fill 7s2. Similarly, Although actinium is filled, but after that F is filled. So technically, in general, as a whole, we are filling first 4F14, and after that we are filling 6D10, and at last we are filling period number, so principal quantum number for P, so 7P6. So that periodic table knowledge will also help you to not do N plus L again and again. I hope everybody's getting what I'm saying. Now, that strictly tells you that, sir, you have to just look the common sense of periodicity. So which energy, sir? 5F energy is more, so 5F energy is more. After that we have 6P, because go backside. So after that we have 6P, after that we have 6P, after that 4D or 5P, sir? 5D, 4D or 5P? Where is 5P? Sir, 5P is here. Where is 4D? 4D is here. So after this, what are we filling? Sir, this will be of more energy. So after that 5P, and least energy will be of 4D. So this will be your correct option. I hope everybody has done it perfectly. Moving to the next question, and your time starts now. And your time starts now. Quick, quick, quick. Quick, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Perfect. Yes, dedication of students. Good, good, good. Yes, Mr. Pathak. Read the question properly, beta. Now, the question says, which of the following series of transitions in the spectrum of hydrogen atom fall in visible range? Sir, from higher state to n equal to 1 is Lyman series ultraviolet. Higher to n equal to 2 is Balmer series visible. Higher to n equal to 3, 4, 5. After Lyman Balmer, we have Paschen, Brackett, and Fund. Yes, Humphrey also, but you should learn till Fund. After Lyman Balmer, Paschen, Brackett, and Fund series belong to what broad spectrum? They belong to infrared region. So visible region belongs to Balmer series, and therefore option 2 will be your right answer. I guess most of you will have acha percentage is less, so that's why I have explained. Now I hope it is clear. Yeah, so now I can see the corrected answers also. So beta, the hydrogen spectrum thing, the formula of wavelength 1 upon lambda we have done, and this is the specific detail about the hydrogen spectrum. Mind you, you only use Bohr theory formula for single electron species. It is only valid for single electron species. It was actually a question in yesterday JEE advanced paper also. You know what, they were just asking this in a multiple correct question. Aufbau rule, the rule which is for hydrogen energy do not depend upon L, for hydrogen value of 2s and 2p both are equal. And the third multiple correct they asked that which, for if you compare lithium and hydrogen, then energy of let's say 2s orbital, for which element energy of 2s will be more? Sir, if you take out electron of lithium or hydrogen, which electron will be requiring more energy? Sir, lithium has strong nucleus, so ionization energy will be more, and therefore, because that means lithium is holding to its electron to larger extent, that means you have to supply more energy. That means that electron is more stable, and because lithium electron is more stable, so its energy will be less. So energy of 2s electron of lithium will be less than energy of that of 2s orbital of hydrogen. So that were the 3 multiple correct question which JEE Advanced has asked. So I hope you can clearly match to the idea that these questions are definitely going to be there in your RE-NEET examination as well. Question as in the logics. Chalo. Moving to the next question. I guess we are left with just 2-3 questions from atomic structure. Then we'll be jumping to equilibrium. So quick, guys, quick. quick, quick, quick. I hope everybody is doing good with the question. Again, beta, theory based question. So you have to make sure that you are reading properly. Yes. Yes. Sadhya. Perfect. Yes. Sadhya is saying D. Let us check. Time is still left. So let me solve the question for you. The question says the total, first option says orbital angular momentum of S. Sir, orbital angular momentum is under root of azimuthal quantum number into azimuthal quantum number plus 1 into h upon 2 pi. This h upon 2 pi sometimes is also written as h bar. So this is also an NCERT traditional thing which you should know. So for SL is 0, so it will definitely be 0 because this is correct. Therefore, not an answer because we are supposed to give the wrong statement. Jumping to option 2. An orbital is designated by 3 quantum numbers while an electron is designated by fourth one. Yes, the spin quantum number is independently introduced. It was not a direct outcome of Schrodinger wave equation. So this is also correct. Not an answer. Value of m for dz square. So d orbitals are degenerate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is not beautiful. So let me make the box equal because they are degenerate. And value of m is -2, -1, 0, +1, +2. Sir, any and everybody can be dx, dxy, dyz, dzx, dx2y2 or dz square. I cannot be sure that dz square, but yes, can does z square take 0? Yes, it can take 0. But yes, this is also not a very good statement. But compare with fourth one. The electronic configuration of sodium is this. Sir, it is just not following the Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity, that if you are not filling one electron singly filled with parallel spin unless you cannot do pairing, and the single filled should also have same spin, and it is showing that spins are opposite. So this is definitely the ulanghan, the not following of Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Therefore this is definitely incorrect. I'm not saying 3 is a perfect option, but if you compare with 4, 3 is relatively, because dz square may have, what should be the best statement over here? The value of m for dz square may be 0. Yes, then it will be perfectly correct. But it is 0. Yes, it can be 0. This can never happen. So in life also we have to do this, that we search for true friendship or true whatever, but we settle with whatever we get. Acha, this much is okay. So that is also not perfectly correct because you are very bad. So okay, you are okay, I will be friend with you. So that way is, sir, this is judgment. So that judgment actually NTA is checking. They check for those JE aspirants also. They should definitely check for future doctors also. Chalo. Moving to the next one. I hope this is acha. Let me check so the answer was D, na? Okay, still 65%, fair enough. I guess this is the last question. No, I still have more question from atomic structure. No, I have 4 more questions. So next beta, time starts now. 3, 2, 1, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. I wish we had electricity. No power cut today. But we are not getting the power. No worries. Chalo. Option A. Perfect. Option A. Let's check. Students are answering option A. Time is still left. So let's see which one is wrong. Again, it is asking wrong. The energy of 2s orbital is less than energy of 2p in case of hydrogen. No, sir. For hydrogen, energy only depends upon the value of n, not on L. So this is yesterday JEE advanced question as well. So energy of 2s orbital is less. No, sir. They are equal. Therefore, this is definitely incorrect. So our answer. But de Broglie wavelength, yes, we have already discussed inverse relation of particle and wave nature. Uncertainty can be with respect to position and momentum. It can also be with respect to energy and time, which is obviously more than h upon 4 pi. It can the minimum error will be h upon 4 pi. So yes, this is also correct. Half-filled and fully filled orbitals are definitely stable because they have symmetry. The reorganization can release to exchange energy, which provides extra stability. So yes, this is also correct. Moving to, acha, let us check the percentage of students. Answer is A. Fair enough, but percentage is less beta, so no, not fair enough. It is 40%, so bad. But I hope it is clear now. Chalo, moving to this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Number of orbitals present for principal quantum number. Sir, again a statistical rule. First orbital, first shell has how many electrons? 2. Has how many orbitals? First shell, that is 1s, has how many orbital? 1. I'm sorry. Second has, sir, 2s and 2p. So 2s has 1 orbital, 2p has 3. So second has 4. That means the statistics is saying that if shell number is n, then number of orbital is squared of n. So it is 4 squared as in 16. A very easy question, but beta, direct PYQ. So definitely a topic that should be discussed, and as usual, as expected, 100% of you have given the correct answer. So moving to the next one in 3, 2, 1, go. Go, shoot beta. Yeah, perfect, everybody. Perfect, everybody. Next one. Which of the following pair of d orbital will have electron density along the axes? Yes, Archit. Perfect, Archit. Next one, please attempt this. Next one, please attempt. Chalo. Which of the following pairs of d orbital will have electron density along axis? Sir, yes, they will have electron density. Yes, although the z square has a Saturnian lobe, but that Saturnian lobe is also along the axis only, na? Sir, dxy is in between the axis, dxz is in between the axis. They both are in between the axis. So the only option left is option 1. I hope beta, please. I hope now you are clear with the question, beta, because these are answer 1, sir. Types wrong. Hai? Loka. Mr. Krishna Kumar, answer 1. Beta, okay, you are answering for this one. Yes, beta. So answer is definitely 1, but I was curious because the percentage was 50. So I hope it is clear to every student now. Chalo, perfect. Moving to the second last question from atomic structure. Time starts. Let me give you 30 seconds for this. Chalo. How many electrons can fit in the orbital which has n equal to 3 as in third shell, L equal to 1 as in p? So 3p, sir, 3p subshell has 3 orbitals. How many electrons it can accommodate? Sir, 6. Piece of cake, sir. Yes, but these piece of cakes are definitely asked out of you in your examination. So percentage is not there. So maybe you have not read the question till now, or I hope it is clear to everybody. हाँ, I hope guys, very doable question, very doable question. चलो, moving to the last one beta. Again, time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect, perfect. Acha, so there is a technical lag between me speaking right now and you answering and getting that thing and responding in the comment section. So technical wait, technical time lag, which we can't do anything for. So no worries. Chalo, moving forward. Now, next question says, next question says two electrons occupying the same orbital. Sir, that is why, as per Schrodinger wave equation, we signify orbital with 3 quantum numbers. The 4th quantum number, which is the spin quantum number, is independently designated in order to show what? Because two different electrons has to be named differently, has to be characterized differently, and because of that we use what? We use their spin nature, the spin quantum number, which is plus half and minus half. So which quantum number signify that? So spin quantum number definitely signifies the difference. So option 1 shall be your right answer. Still 62%, fair enough, fair enough. This brings us to Beta, this brings us to the chapter of equilibrium. Here we will be discussing chemical equilibrium and ionic equilibrium combined. Sir, how we are going to do it? Beta, we are going to follow the same process, because if you learn these chapter brick by brick, it will be time consuming. So what is the number of questions on an average which we get from these two chapters? Beta, less than 2%, but I have a strong feeling because of this RE-NEET examination, they will be increasing the percentage of questions from chemical and ionic. It will definitely be more than 2. So that's why let us discuss this chapter, but not with the complete theory, because that will be irrelevant, not justified that with the limited amount of time you have. But you need practice. So we'll be practicing questions, and for each question I'll be again giving you the theory. Let me, if you want, just hit the comment section. Last 2 questions is wrong. Pathak is saying last 2 question is wrong. Okay, what about it, beta? Pathak ji, last 2. Chalo, let me see. 2 electrons occupying same orbital are distinguished by, nahi beta, they can be distinguished by spin quantum number only. What is the next previous one? How many electrons can fit the orbital for which n equal to 3? So beta, n equal to 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 electrons can be accommodated. So this is also right. Second last question is wrong. So I guess, but Pathak ji is my सर डी होगा ना. अच्छा, रॉबिन इज सेइंग डी होगा. इसके पहले वाला, ओके, इसके पहले वाला, दिस वन. Which of the following pair of D will have electron density along the axis? हाँ बेटा, this will have electron density dxy d, and they are, इसमें you are saying beta, नहीं बेटा, dxy have orbitals in between the coordinate axis. The question is asking you which of the following pair should have d orbital along the axis. So along the axis mean this thing. Yes, if you compare dz square, then at least one lobe is along the axis. Yes, I have a Saturnian lobe that is not completely along the axis, but ultimately one of the lobe. So here this is not, nowhere dxy, dyz and dzx are going along the coordinate axis. I hope everybody is clear. इसके बाद वाला, इसके पहले वाला, चलो no matters. इसके बाद वाला, this one, how many electrons can fit? Okay, how many electrons can fit? We have, I guess, nahi beta, for 3 n equal to 3, L equal to 1, as in 3p, orbitals are 3, so electron will be 6. Chalo, now I guess this is unnecessary spamming, but yes, I was responding to everybody because these are my serious students. You are answering very correctly. So I hope the doubt is clear, beta. This is not a spam. Beta, questions are correct. Robin, and then I have Arth Pathak ji. They are correct, na? Come on. D hoga. Iska D. Beta, how many electrons can fit in orbital for which this is this and this is this? So 3p is a degenerate, is a subshell which is having 3 degenerate orbitals. So how many electrons can be accommodated? Beta, 6 electrons. It is not one orbital. If it is 3s, then it will be 2 electrons. I hope you are clear. The number of electrons that can fit in n equal to 3 is nahi beta, n3l1. It is not taking, because here m is minus 1, 0, plus 1. So if it is giving value of m, then it is being specific about orbital. This is speaking about the subshell. The subshell 3p is having 3 orbitals. One orbital will accommodate 2 electrons. So 3 orbital will accommodate 6 electrons. I hope everybody is clear. Chalo, finally, finally the doubt is cleared and people are saying, okay, chalo. No worries. This is the beta, this is the reason what I say. I make these class personalized. You can ask, even the question was actually not logic. I mean, yes, it was a judgment error. You must have made some prejudice in your mind and thought something. So I hope the doubt is clear. Moving to the next one. Chalo. So again, the process is we'll be learning the theory, but with relevant questions. Moving to the, yes, I'll be giving you 1 minute for this because I'll be discussing. I want you to first read the question very properly. And once you read it, then we'll discuss, so that it will help you to learn the theory at the same point of time where we are discussing it. We will first create the necessity of the theory, and then we'll be supplying it with the relevant concept. So application of concept will help you to retain the theory for a longer duration, at least till your 21st of June. Mr. Saigar, you are there, na? So why you are saying sab chalega? You are there, na? Don't you categorize yourself as a entity? Yes, you are. So you are here. That means everybody is here. Chalo, moving forward. I hope you have attempted beta. Now, phosphoric acid ionizes in 3 steps. So, chalo, let me see the percentage first. Still half of the students. So let me give you a perspective, a theoretical perspective first, and let us then do the question. So actually, if we talk of any acid like phosphoric acid, so it is a polyprotic acid. It can give H plus, but sir, dissociation takes place in step. So first it will give 1 H plus, then it will be forming the conjugate base. So that will be H2PO4 minus. This H2PO4 minus will also be getting further dissociated as H plus, and then HPO4 2 minus, this conjugate base. So this conjugate base can further dissociate and give the last H plus, forming the phosphate ion. Sir, if you add all these reactions, then you definitely get what? The complete balance reaction, which is H3PO4, which is your phosphoric acid, giving us 3H plus and phosphate ion, because intermediate conjugate bases are cancelled. If I write the equilibrium constant of this reaction as first dissociation constant, it will be concentration of product upon reactant ratio. Similarly, Ka2, similarly Ka3. If I write the equilibrium constant of the overall reaction, it will be this concentration of H plus raised to the power 3 into phosphate ion upon concentrator of phosphoric acid. How will you get the value of K? If you multiply the value of all equilibrium constant, you get the value of overall equilibrium constant. This is point number 1. Point number 2 is, if I compare the magnitude of the values beta, then initially the H plus is given by a neutral species. Because this species is already negatively charged, sir, minus will try to attract plus. Why it will try to throw one more plus? So that's why, because a negative entity cannot, I am already electron rich, I will have lesser tendency to gain electron now, because minus by nature repel each other. That's why it is always said and it is always quantified that first dissociation constant is not greater, it is much greater than second dissociation constant, which is not greater, but in fact that is much greater than the third one, and so on and so forth. If you just know this much of conceptual data regarding the ionization of any component, then you can say, because we know K is equal to K1 plus K2 into, take log, so log K will be equal to log K1 plus K2 plus K3, so this is obviously correct. H3PO4 is a strong acid, yes sir, because it is neutral, so it will have the highest value of Ka1, so this is also definitely correct. Ka1, yes sir, first dissociation constant is much greater, so this is also correct. No relation of this sort we have got. So what will be your answer? It will be ABC, which 40% of you have got the answer. I hope theoretical logic is also clear to everybody, which brings us to the next question. Try this one, guys. Giving you, okay, again 60 seconds. Let me give you 1 minute only, because you will be required to do some calculations as well. So please do it, attempt it. Quick. Mr. Krishna Kumar is saying, sir, N3 hai, L1 hai, okay. 3p subshell, okay. 3 orbital, okay, but 1 orbital, 2 electron max. Question says orbital, not subshell. But beta, if the question is saying N is 3 and L is 1, then the subshell is that defining a subshell or a orbital? Subshell. So if it is defining an entity which is a subshell, so whose electron you should tell? Subshell or orbital? Sir, 3p 3n L1 is just signifying a subshell. So you should definitely throw the number of electrons in that subshell, right? Chalo. Perfect. I hope few of you have got the answer. Yes, you have to bit calculative on this. So can I have those answer in the comment section? Maybe you are still solving. Let us see. Yes. We have 83. Sanjeet. Then we have Sadhya Khan, Robin, as usual. Mr. Purohit. Good guys, good. So let us solve this as well, beta. But they only told orbital only, sir. That's my confusion. But beta, okay, you are Mr. Krishna Kumar. Beta, you are just going by the theory. Ask your common sense. N equal to 3, if they have not given any N or any L, any subshell will have at least an orbital. If it is a subshell, it will at least have one orbital. So asking electron of that one orbital is making no sense, na? Every subshell will have orbital, at least one. If any subshell has more orbital, if they still they only ask about one orbital, then is it making any sense? So I hope, I mean, unnecessarily getting into a doubt, creating a self-doubt is so I hope sometimes you have to digest the theory, and that is what a judgment of language. Two two set of community, they read the same book but they have different interpretations. So that is obviously, I mean, it is not it is a very common problem, but yes beta, through your judgment you have to come out with an explanation, right? Chalo, moving forward beta. So for a reaction this, the backward reaction rate constant is higher than forward rate constant by a factor of this. Okay sir, that means value of kb upon kf, because it is saying backward first and forward later. So if this is 1 rupee, then this will be 2500 times more, because it is saying it is higher by a factor. Who is higher? Backward is higher. So backward rate constant is higher. Okay, backward is higher. Okay, it is saying backward is higher. So kb is more. What times more? 2500 times more than forward. Okay sir. Then if this is given, then value of k will be equal to beta. K is ratio of forward rate constant upon backward rate constant. So kc value will be 1 upon 2500. I hope this information is clear to most of the student, because this is good. Kc is defined as forward rate constant upon backward rate constant. Equilibrium constant is a constant because it is the ratio of two constant for forward reaction upon backward reaction. And in the question, it is supplying the value of Kb and Kf in this format. So I have calculated the value of Kc. Now what else, sir? Then you are given value of R, temperature, then you have to give relation, you have to calculate Kp. So for this reaction, what will be the value of K? So K will be equal to Acha, Kc I know. So Kp will be equal to Kc into RT raised to the power delta Ng. Delta Ng is 2 minus 1. So delta Ng is 2 minus 1 as in 1. So Kp will be equal to Kc, which is 1 upon 2500, into R, which is 0.083, 0.0831, and temperature is 1000, and that's it, because delta Ng is what? 1. So because this is 1, so I do not have to bother about the power. That's it. Now the into divide you have to do, which is quite doable also, because this is obviously cancelled. Then I have move this a bit forward. So this is 25, that will be 100. So this is 1, that will be 4. But Acha, I can't move it. If I'll get a 10 in the denominator, na. Nay. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. So don't do this. Then do what, sir? Into 10. So this will be 0.831 upon 25. Now you have to 0.83 upon 25. So what you can do is 4 and 4, because 25 into 4 is 100. This is easy to do. 4 1, 4 3 4 12, 2 carry 1, 8 3 24, 25. And then a decimal after 3 place. But I have 2 more 0. So 0 0. So it will be 0.025 times. So which option is closest, beta? Yes, into divide you have to do in that case, beta. Have I done any approximation over here? No. So I guess this will be 0.025. So option 4 is matching. Let me check. But answer is option 3. Answer is this. So 0.0821. Okay. In that case, it should be 0.083. Even if I'm taking at 3. Chalo, so this is calculation beta. You have to be, so Sanidhya Khan is also saying 0.083. Do the calculations properly beta, and then you will be landing up with 0.083. Yes, sometimes calculation can trick you, so you have to be, no approximation sir, so you have to be calculative, and sometimes once answer is not coming, so sir is 0. Round off to 0.03. Okay, 0.025. I mean, what beta, but that is written 0.33 na. So do the calculation religiously, you will be getting your answer. But yes, sometimes you have to be a bit calculative, especially for equilibrium questions. But yes, most of the time you are going to have these conceptual questions. So let us attempt these conceptuals as well, and definitely into divide is definitely sometime, most of the time for a physical question, it is definitely going to hamper all those who are not doing calculations properly. And any and everybody can do it, any and everybody, because I always have a habit of approximating things. So obviously you should have that habit accordingly, as in you practice more, we don't practice, you are the students. I cleared my JEE in the year 2007, but now this is your time, so you have to practice. So the more you practice, the more sound your calculation becomes, hai na? Chalo, moving forward. So yes, answer is C. If you will be calculating it like very properly, then you'll be getting your answer, don't worry. Chalo, moving to the next one. This is, I guess, theoretical, no calculations required. No calculations required. So the question says higher yield of NO. Sir, Lee-Chatelier principle. So let us revise Lee-Chatelier principle. Delta H for the reaction is positive. That means it is endothermic. So heat will be absorbed. So if you increase temperature, so temperature as in heat is acting as a reactant because it is endothermic. So if you increase temperature, heat content will increase, as in reactant will increase. So if reactant will increase, in order to oppose the change, reaction will be forced in forward direction. So reaction will be forced in forward direction. So more NO will be produced. So higher temperature will definitely favor the formation of NO. Now lower temperature, definitely sir it will not, because it is endothermic, because higher is favoring, so this will not favor. Now increasing concentration of N2 or O2, because sir both are reactant. If you increase the concentration of reactant to oppose, reaction will again proceed in forward direction. So C and D will also favor the formation. So A, C, D as an option 4 favors the formation of NO. Good, 80%, perfect beta, good, great. In fact, moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm giving 45 seconds, not a minute, because yes, we have to cover more and more questions so that we gain the right amount of practice. Perfect, guys. Perfect. 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 Good. Good. Chalo. In which of the following equilibria Kp, Kc are not equal? Sir, we definitely know this. That means, sir, this is very important. This is very much asked. Beta, this is very much asked. So power is delta Ng. So when they cannot be equal, whenever the value of, if when you do not want them to be equal, if delta Ng is 0, if delta Ng is 0, then anything raised to power 0 will be 1. So this complete thing will become 1. So if you want them to be 0, delta Ng has to be 0. So I do not want them to be equal, then I do not want delta Ng to be 0. Here also it is 0. Here also it is 0. Here it is not 0. Here also it is 0. That means odd one out. So option C is your answer. Good. 85%. Good, 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 good. Moving to the next one. Answer this one, beta. Time starts now. Yes, I am not just telling you the answer, I am telling you the concept also behind it, and that is the only way we should have a time bound study. So learning theory also, practicing questions also. Chalo. Perfect, perfect everybody, perfect. Moving to the next one. Now the question says, For a reaction this, Kc is given at a given time, the composition of reaction mixture is. Sir, Kc is also given, reaction mixture is given, but you are supposed to tell in which direction the reaction will proceed. Then this is application. This is application of equilibrium constant. What does application of equilibrium constant tell you? Yeah, Pathak, Ashish, everybody. Correct, correct. Now, what does this tell you, sir? Sir, the value of K is given at any time t, the concentrations are given. That means I will calculate reaction quotient Q. Concentration of B, which is all are equal. So concentration of B upon C and concentration of A squared, because all concentration are equal, so Q will definitely be 1. Whatever will be the value, because all are equal, so everything is cancelled. What is the value of K, sir? It is much less. It is much less than 1. That means you are at a state where this is the value of K and Q is very, very large. Q is very, very large, as in reaction is somewhere here where value of Q is greater than K. So where the reaction will proceed, sir, to regain equilibrium, it will proceed in backward direction. So reaction will proceed in backward direction, which makes option 1 as your right answer. I hope this, after this 75%, the remainder of 25% of the students are also clear. Good, guys. Sanidh Khan, sir, I have to. Okay, you are going for your prayers. Okay, beta, just come back to the recorded version only. So no worries, no worries. Prayers are also equally important. Go, no worries, beta. Chalo, moving to the next question. Yeah, try and attempt this one, guys. Time starts now. Let me put it over here. Chalo, I've already started the timer. Now, for such calculative questions, beta, or sir, will you take classes in Yaqeen NEET English? If you want that, then hit the comment section that we want me. I will be there. It is all your demand. If you demand anything, it will be supplied. It is all your demand. We religiously follow. Chalo. Ashish Pathak is saying too. Ashish, let's check, beta. Now, considering the reaction in a sealed vessel, some equilibrium is happening. This equilibrium is happening. NO, twice of NO forming N2 and O2. The equilibrium concentration of nitrogen, oxygen and NO are given. If 0.1 mole per liter, as in this much molar of NO is taken in a closed vessel, what will be the degree of dissociation? So you are given equilibrium concentration so that you can calculate value of Kc. Value of Kc will be concentration of N2 at equilibrium into concentration of O2 at equilibrium upon concentration of NO at equilibrium, but squared because this stoichiometry is 2. So that means value of Kc will be, sir, N2 is 3, O2 is 4.2, 10 to the power minus 3. Minus 3 I'm not writing. Why? Because NO is also 10 to the power minus 3, squared is minus 6, so it will be cancelled. So I'll just be having 2.8, but square of 2.8. So writing it 2 times. Why bother calculating? We'll be doing that calculation in the end. So I know value of Kc. What else, sir? Now, if I have taken at time t equal to 0, I have taken 0.1 mole of reactant, so product will be 0. Now, let's say out of the 0.1, alpha is getting dissociated. So this is C alpha. So how much of this will be produced? Sir, C alpha by 2, because 2 is producing 1. So 1 will produce 1 by 2. So C alpha will produce C alpha by 2. Similarly, this will also be C alpha by 2. Value of C is 0.1, which is given. Now, because you know the value of K, which is 3 into 4.2, I guess this is also easy to solve, na? Because 4.2, this is getting cancelled by 7, na? 7 6 ja 42 and 7 4 ja. That means this is 2 and this is 3. That means this is 9 Huh? 42 and 28 is 4. So that is 6 by 4, that is 3 by 2. So 3 is 9 and 28. So as in 30 is 3 is 6. So this is 5.6. So somewhere around 9 upon 5.6 you have. है ना? Okay. So K value is 90 upon 56. It is equal to what? So this into this. So 0.1 alpha squared upon 4. And then in the denominator, I'll be having 0.1 into 1 minus alpha, but this is also whole squared. Yes, you have to be a bit calculative after this, and once again beta, you have to do that calculation. And I guess once you do that, 0.7, I guess B is the answer, na? 50% are correct also, but yes beta, again in this question you have to be calculative. So with equilibrium, what we are observing, that you have to be on your toes once you are calculating stuff. So please attempt the, but beta, chemical and ionic equilibrium are those area of physical chemistry which will be making your rank, and a student who is not getting a direct admission, or rather who is curious to get into a government medical college. So the difference, easier questions is done by mostly all of them. So these are the questions which are obviously going to be there in your examination. People are going to miss them, but if you are practicing them enough, then they can create the difference in your overall mark. Even one more question attempted add 4 marks, and that 4 marks increases your rank by thousands. So I hope you will be paying much attention in not just learning, but yes, practicing also. So please make note that you are revising, you are attempting these questions once this live is done. So you are attempting them again, so that they are giving you sufficient amount of confidence for the remainder number of days till the D-Day. है ना? So keep practicing beta more and more. Chalo. Good, good. Good. Perfect. Now attempt this one. I've already started the timer. Again, you have to be calculative beta. The equilibrium concentration of the species in the reaction A are these respectively. You have to calculate the value of delta G. So delta G naught. Sir, we know Gibbs free energy is equal to standard Gibbs free energy. I am giving you all the basics, plus RT ln of Q. But at equilibrium, once equilibrium is attained, there is no effective useful work. So delta G becomes 0 and Q becomes K. That means, sir, at equilibrium, delta G naught, which is the standard value, is nothing but minus RT ln of Q becomes K. I guess the equilibrium concentrations are given, so you can calculate value of K. How? Concentration of C and D, that means 10 and 6, that is 60. Upon concentration of A and B, which are 2 and 3, so this is 6, that means K is 10. So this is ln is 2.303 log, so this is 2.303 into value of R, which is in calorie, so 2, into temperature, which is 300, into log of K, which is 10, and log 10 is definitely 1. Now you have to solve, and I guess with only option it is quite evident it will be a large value, so it will be option D. But yes, here you can approximate. Sanjit, good beta, but here you can approximate. You do not have to solve exactly, because you can obviously see 300 into 2 is 600, and 600 2.5 times, so it is obviously more than 1200. So which option is more than 1200? Only option 4. So again, such approximations, like as an engineer, we always approximate. We never try to do calculation until unless we know we are sitting for an advanced examination. Like on the Sunday advanced examination, they also ask so much of calculations. But yes, once we sit for those numerical questions in which we have to signify answer into significant figures, even if answer is 6, you know how you have to write over there, 0 6.00. So this is unnecessary engineering, but yes, because engineers do those stuff, so that's why we have an habit. But yes, these type of calculations also make you smart enough, beta. So as doctors, you are the pillar of all the societies. So to be those respectable doctors, you always have to be smart enough, and smart people always have good calculation skills. So start practicing it from today, है ना? चलो चलो, moving forward beta. Next question, I guess it is from ionic equilibrium. Just give it a try. Time starts now. I'll be giving you the theory also, don't worry. But yes, at least I want you to read the question once. Two. Great. Two. Chalo beta. The question says the pH of the following of the solution containing 50 ml each of 0.1 molar sodium acetate. Sir, sodium acetate is a salt of weak acid and strong base. And I have 0.01 molar acetic acid. Sir, it is a weak acid. So that means I have a mixture of weak acid, which will be CH3COOH. Sir, weak acid dissociates very minutely into its constituent ions. But if I have a salt of the same weak acid with a strong base, then sir, salt are generally strong electrolytes, so they will completely dissociate, hence not making that equilibrium sign, because more or less this reaction is completely going forward. Sir, the weak acid was initially only very much not loving to dissociate, and in the presence of this common ion, the dissociation will be further suppressed. So what this as a whole, what this mixture is known as a whole, this mixture, as in salt of this weak acid with a small base along with the weak acid, this mixture is termed as a acidic buffer. This is termed as a acidic buffer. Now, how to calculate the pH of an acidic buffer, sir? I have given you the logic also. Now, sir, what does not change, sir? Value of dissociation constant. So that dissociation constant will be concentration of this into this upon this. So I will be having concentration of H plus. Take minus of log of this concentration of H plus, it will give you the value of pH. This was done by a scientist known as Henderson's, and for these buffer solution, you have your Henderson's equation, which says pH of acidic buffer is nothing but pKa plus log of concentration of the conjugate part. Acid gives conjugate base. Actually, this concentration is decided by the salt only. So rather, you should just remember for your NEET level of question that concentration of salt upon concentration of the weak acid. So I guess concentration of salt is 10 raised to the power minus 1 and concentration of weak acid is 10 raised to the power minus 2. So minus 1 upon minus 2. So I'll be having log 10. The log 10 will be 1. So this pH will be equal to pKa, which is given as 4.75 plus 1. That means answer is simply 5.57. I hope everybody is clear. Good everybody. That means answer is Bombay. 60% as correct, but I have discussed the complete theory, so I hope most of you are comfortable with it now. Next question. Again, invest time in reading the question more rather than just mugging up the solution. That's why I make you read the question first and then I discuss complete theory. I've even written the formula, how it is made, that also I've explained. But yes, in order to memorize things for a longer duration of time, you have to create its necessity. So therefore, first invest sufficient time in reading the question, then whatever the logic you are getting, it will be getting deep inside and it will remain deep inside for a longer duration of time. But yes, you have to keep on revising, because within 2-3 days it will just flush off. So to settle that inside your head, keep revising. Chalo. Pathak ji is saying 2. Perfect. Perfect. Pathak ji is saying 2. Let us check, because Pathak ji is a active solver. So yes, you're right, beta. 3 moles of oxygen is producing 2 mole of ozone for the given reaction. Kc is given. Sir, Kc is this. If concentration of O2, sir, concentration of reactant is also given. Sir, again, this is just calculation, because Kc, which is 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 59, is equal to concentration of product, which is ozone squared upon concentration of oxygen, which is given at equilibrium. Sir, it is 4 into 10 raised to the power minus 2, because 0.04 power 3. So ozone concentration will be, obviously you just have to be calculative, and once you just have to calculate the power, beta, even the value will be not bothering you. Just calculate the power, because see, the power are also way apart, so calculation will also be very doable. And with this, I hope we shall jump to the next one, and time starts now. Quick. Yes, Krishna Kumar. Perfect, bhai. Perfect. Yes, Robin. Yes, Ayushi. Now, the next question is pKb of dimethylamine and pKa of acetic acid. Sir, dimethylamine is a weak base. Sir, acetic acid is a weak acid. So I have pKa of weak acid and weak base, and once they are mixed, then they are forming a salt of weak acid and weak base. For a salt of weak acid and weak base, I am repeating, please remember this, not a very simple mnemonic to learn it. For weak acid and weak base salt, so this is pH of salt of weak acid and weak base when both the counterpart are weak. pH is 7 plus half of pKa minus pKb by 2. Half of is already there. Sir, if I have salt of strong acid but weak base, so if acid is strong, then pH is less than 7. If acid is weak but base is strong, then for such salt hydrolysis, so base is strong, so pH will be more than 7. This is obviously at room temperature, at 25 degrees Celsius. By what factor? Factor will remain the same. Half of, if base is weak, so pKb, plus half of, if acid is weak, so pK, so pK of the weak counterpart, plus log of the concentration of salt, plus log of the concentration of salt. This factor remains the same. So what about salt of strong acid and strong base? Beta, it will not even undergo hydrolysis. It will just do neutralization. It will not undergo hydrolysis. So these formula, one of the formula is definitely going to be there in your NEET examination 21st June. So please make note that you apply this formula. Like for example, in this question, you just have to apply the first formula, because this is salt of weak acid, weak base. So this is for weak acid, it is 4.77. So 4.77 minus 3.27, whatever you get, divide by 2, add 7, and I guess something will be added to 7. So it will be 7 point something. Answer is option B. 100%. Perfect, beta. Perfect, everybody. Perfect, everybody. Good. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Again, As I said, I'll be discussing the complete theory also. So don't worry, but yes, bring your copy. Even if you will be watching this in a recorded format, it will still be helping you like anything. So please, but yes, whenever you are watching this, please see and watch this with a pen and copy. The confidence that you are going to get beta, because these are actually the questions. Mark my word. This lecture maybe 3 hours, 2.5 hours, 3.5 hours, whatever we'll be taking time. It will be giving you 7 questions, minimum 6, 21st June. Come back to the video after your NEET exam, comment. If they come, comment yes sir, you were right. If they won't, you will not get that chance. They will come. Chalo. Moving to next question, find out now. Sparingly soluble salt, sparingly soluble electrolytes. So nickel hydroxide. The solubility of this nickel hydroxide in 0.1 molar NaOH. Given that ionic product. Now, how to calculate ionic product? Sir, nickel hydroxide, if it is a weak electrolyte, then it will partially dissociate and form these ions. What will be the value of K? Sir, equilibrium constant K will be concentration of product upon reactant. Now, because I am saying it is sparingly soluble, that means largely it is not soluble and it is forming very small number of ions. How are we so much confident about it? Sir, because concentration of product, which will be concentration of nickel ion at equilibrium into concentration of hydroxide ion squared upon concentration of this. Sir, concentration of pure solid, pure liquid do not change the concentration. Even if it is liquid state, still concentration, because it is not even getting dissociated, so concentration of denominator will remain the same. So constant into this equilibrium constant is written as KSP, which is the equilibrium constant or the solubility constant, and whatever is the concentration of ionic is the value of ionic product at equilibrium becomes the value of KSP, and that value is given to you, which is 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 15. Because the value is of the order of 10 to the power minus 3, that means reaction is not at all moving in forward direction. That means reaction is not at all moving in forward direction. That means this is not at all happening. Now, even if marginally it is moving in forward direction, still I am hampering this reaction by adding a strong base, because NaOH, being a strong electrolyte, will completely dissociate and form Na plus and OH minus ion. How much? Sir, complete OH minus ion, so 0.1, because everything will be dissociated. Sir, when it was alone, at that point of time, it was not at all dissociating. Once you have added these common ion, now dissociation of this sparingly soluble salt will not be depressed, sir. It will be hugely depressed. But still, very, very, very marginal value will be getting dissociated. Let that new value is S. So in the presence of this common ion, how much of this is dissociating? S. So ultimately, out of 100, all the molecules are here only, but yes, very marginally. If it is dissociating 1, then 1 and 2 will be produced. So if it is dissociating S, then S and 2S will be produced. But simultaneously, we know that, sir, value of this S is negligible mathematically in comparison to this strong electrolyte. So concentration of OH minus ion at equilibrium should be exactly equal to 0.1 plus 2S. But sir, comparing this 2S in front of this 0.1 is mathematically nothing. So we approximate this value to be 0.1, which kills one variable. And what always remains the same? So value of K always remains the same, which we know for sparingly soluble salt, which is 2 into 10 to the power minus 15. It will be equal to concentration of Ni plus 2, which is S raised to the power 1. Concentration of OH minus ion, I am not at all bothered because you are giving me nothing. The major contributor is this, so I am approximating the concentration of OH minus ion as 0.1, which is 10 to the power minus 1. So concentration of OH minus ion squared, because stoichiometry is 2. That means solubility is nothing but 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 13, because minus 1, 2 is minus 2. That means this is my solubility. That means 2 is my right answer. That means 40%. So yes, as expected beta, but I hope now with this discussion, you know, you understand and you make note of this topic, which is called as common ion effect. Again, beta, a very probable topic, and not probable topic that comes in your NEET examination. Probable topic which more than 90% of the students do not even attempt. So if you crack such questions, they will be there in your examination. 90% of the students will not be attempting it, and out of the 10% attempting it, half of 50% will be attempting incorrectly. That's why, what is the percentage of students getting into a government medical college? So actually, this area, ionic equilibrium, is the point of difference between real toppers. So please make note that you are investing, not every time, but yes, this session, even if you are watching it on a recorded form, I mean, today, right now we are live, but why I'm saying this, because I know many of you will be watching this in the recorded version. So please revise also after attempting once, है ना? Chalo, perfect. Moving to the next one, beta. Time starts now. Shoot. Chalo, I'm done with my coffee. Now I have to drink water. Okay, I will drink water. Water everywhere. Chalo. I hope most of you have got the answer. नहीं बेटा, safe. Studying just 1 year paper is not sufficient, beta. Because actually, beta, see, if you ask this for JEE mains paper, I can definitely say yes, because for a 1 year JEE mains give you 10 papers. 10 papers. In fact, 20 papers, because 5 days, 2 papers, or 10 plus 10, 20, because 2 sessions. So 20 paper will give you ample number of questions to practice also. So safe. NEET is not an examination where you should know the concept. There you should know the concept and know how to solve fast. And for solving fast, you need practice. Because practice can only, learning all those tricks, do this, sorry, you have to remember everything. So rather, don't overburden yourself with so many formula. Just stick to the basic, but practice hard so that that basic application is faster at your end. है ना? Chalo, good beta. Most of you are answering also. Good. And not good at my part, because my district is definitely having a power cut where one phase is not there. And you know what phase is not there? Now this is luck. The phase which is connected with AC. So I have been teaching the lights and this and no AC. So see, but still, I mean, yes, because you guys are, if it is helping you, then every and anything is doable. So thank you, because you are keeping the interaction quite two ways. So a teacher always enjoys company. Now the question says HCl gas through a solution of these three are passed, which of the compound will crystallize? Sir, this is irrelevant. No beta, it is relevant. Why it is relevant? I'm saying it is relevant just because of the fact that although these salts are ionic compound and ionic compound are soluble in water, but sir, if you keep on increasing concentration, then Lee-Chatelier principle will force the equilibrium in backward direction. So then sir, how will we determine? Beta, chloride ion are same. So what is defining their characteristics? Sir, cations, calcium plus 2, magnesium plus 2, and Na plus. Which ion will be allowed to stay in water more? So the cation which is more hydrated. So now this is a chemical bonding question which says that hydration enthalpy is directly proportional to charge upon size. Comparing alkaline earth metal with alkali metal, because charge is more dominant factor, so more be the charge, as in they are more soluble. If they are more soluble, then the probability of them getting precipitated is less. So who will be precipitated earlier? Sir, NaCl, because it is less hydrated. Now, although in question only this much is asked, so your answer is definitely NaCl. But if at all you were asked some better question, so if among K plus and among calcium plus and Mg plus 2, sir, now charge is same. So which is less of smaller size will be more hydrated? So among calcium and magnesium, calcium, sir, is smaller, so it will be heavily hydrated, and because it will be relatively heavily hydrated, so precipitation of this will be least, and magnesium can be precipitated after sodium. Now I hope you are getting the logic, a good one. Now but whenever we check the hydration of H plus, I mean the conductivity, because more the ion is hydrated, lesser its conductivity, because it is super occupied by water molecules. But don't do this for H plus ion, because H plus ion do not move itself. I am talking of ionic mobility, because in general ionic mobility is inversely proportional to hydration. More I am hydrated, less I can move, because I will be bulky in a water in aqueous medium. But H plus, although it is also heavily hydrated, but still its ionic mobility is maximum, because the nucleus do not have to move. It make the solution conducting by movement of electrons. It withdraws electron like this, electron going over here, snatched from here. So this H plus is getting is making the charge deficiency here, not by actually moving itself, just by transfer of electrons. Therefore the ionic mobility of H plus is tremendously huge if you compare with any other cations. Although an independent task, but independent task for electrochemistry, but still because it is relating to ionic equilibrium, so I'm explaining. I hope everybody is clear with this. Now moving forward, attempt this one, guys. 3, 2, acha, I have not checked the answer for previous question. Okay, the percentage is still 70%, fair enough. Attempt this one, beta. Now we do not have to move our pen, so not giving any poll for this one. Among the following salt solution is basic in nature? Sir, I need a strong base. Sir, sulfate will be from H2SO4, strong acid. No, sir, it will be acidic. Sir, nitrate as an HNO3, sir, strong acid, so it will also be acidic. Sir, HCl, strong acid, so it will also be acidic. So option 3 is your right answer. That's why I've not given you any option, any poll, sorry. Options are already there. So sodium acetate is formed by acetic acid and sodium hydroxide. So strong base and weak acid, therefore a basic salt. Moving to the next one, attempt this one, beta. The solubility product for salt AB is this. What is the molarity of its standard solution? So solubility is given and you are asked molarity. So solubility product is given as in value of KSP. So AB will be dissociating as A plus and B minus. S and S will be produced. So solubility product as in KSP is given, which will be concentration of them as in S square. So value of S will be 2 into 10 raised to power minus 4. So this will be the solubility as in molarity, because this many moles per liter of this AB will be getting dissociated. So it will be 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. So a very simple question again, hence no poll given. But I hope now you are learning the logic. Now moving to next one. For this I am giving you 30 seconds, just because you do not even have to do calculation over here. But yes, you have to be vigilant with the data given. So read the theory properly. Quick. Now question says hydrolysis of sucrose is given by the following reaction. Now if equilibrium constant Kc is given, the value of delta G naught at the same temperature. So delta G naught, we have already done this formula. It will be minus, because option are in ln, so not 2.303, R which is 8.314, temperature which is 300, into ln of K, and value of K is 2 into 10 to the power 13. So minus, so option 1 and 2 are gone. 8.314 into 300 into ln of 2 into 10 to the power 13 as an option 4 will be your correct answer. Again, a very doable question, but beta, these are all PYQs. These are all relevant questions which have been asked. So perfect, good participation beta. Moving to the next one. Now, try and read the question. Yes, perfect, Sidhu. Perfect, Parv. Okay, Shadia is back. Nancy, perfect. Lankesh. Acha, Lankesh is socializing. Okay. So we have socializers also with us. Chalo, perfect. Hey, you know what? If you stop watching this, watching the comment section independently is a different event altogether sometimes. And sometimes when I keep on reading the comment. Acha, okay. Then I think, I have came here to teach. Chalo, no worries. People are answering perfectly. Sadhya, chalo. Let us check. The question says pH of a saturated solution. Sir, now pH again the pH is minus of log of H plus. Again, sir, this KSP is asked, so that means this is a sparingly soluble electrolyte. Now, sparingly soluble electrolyte is calcium hydroxide in this particular case. So calcium hydroxide will be giving us calcium cation and hydroxide ions. If solubility is S, so it will be S and it will be 2S. But I do not have to bother because pH of the saturated solution is given. pH is 9, so POH will be 14 minus 9. That means 5. That means OH minus ion concentration, will be 10 raised to the power minus 5. That means value of 2S, which is concentration of OH minus ion, for the saturated solution will be 10 raised to the power minus 5. So I know the value of 2S. Now what I have to calculate? I have to calculate KSP for this, which is generally given, but here they have hided the value of KSP and has given us information in another way, theoretically, but logically also. So good framing of the question. So KSP will be concentration of calcium ion, which is S. So value of S will be 10 raised to the power minus 5 upon 2, because 2S is this much. This is for calcium raised to the power 1. Concentration of OH minus ion, which is actually 2S, which is actually 10 to the power minus 5. But the stoichiometry is 2, so I have to square it. So it will be 1 by 2 is 0.5 into 10 raised to the power minus 5 into 2 is 10, and then minus 5, so minus 15. So this is 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 15. You do not have to convert it into scientific notation, because question is just asking you that whether you know the logical side. If you have learned this using rutting by mugging up some formula, then it will not be helping you. So do things conceptually and it will be helping you like anything. है ना? Chalo. I hope everybody is in sync with this. Chalo. How many questions of equilibrium I have? Acha, still I have loads of questions for equilibrium. Then we'll be going to thermodynamics. No worries. Chalo beta. Let us attempt this one. Acha, I have not checked the poll for the previous one, or what? Option A was the answer for previous question. Okay. But percentage is less, so I hope I have explained the question. Now it is clear to you. Starting the poll for this one. I hope you can crack the answer beta. quick, quick. The conjugate base for Bronsted acid. Sir, what is Bronsted and Lowry concept? Bronsted said acid is a species which can give H plus. Base is a species which can accept that H plus. So acid after giving H plus will form a conjugate base. So you have to give me the conjugate base of water. So remove H plus, it will be OH minus ion. Remove H plus, it will be F minus ion. So OH minus ion and F minus ion, a very easy peasy question, but yes, logically a very good question that you should know the definition of Bronsted acid and bases. So 75% I am happy enough, which brings us to the next question. Try and answer this in 3, 2, 1, go. Go, shoot, shoot. Chalo. I hope you are getting the logic sound and clear. Chalo. What will make basic buffer? Sir, acidic buffer we have seen. So basic buffer will be weak base and salt of that weak base with a strong acid. Sir, I have NaOH. How much? Just check millimoles. So 15 to 0.1 is 5 millimoles. I have weak acid. How much? So 25 into, that means 2.5 millimoles. So acid and base will form salt. Salt of weak acid. Salt of weak acid. Strong base. But I need weak acid also. But 5 and 2. So 2.5 gone. So it will be 2.5 remaining. So 2.5 millimoles of this salt I'll be getting. And I'll be getting strong base. How much of strong base? 2.5. No, sir. I need this weak acid. If it would have been a weak acid, then it will be acidic buffer. Leave about basic buffer. So obviously it is not an answer. So if you just check, similarly, you can do for the second option, and it is quite evident that this is strong acid. How much? 10 millimoles. This is weak base, because for a basic buffer I need weak base. That's why I'm focusing on weak base. 200 to 0.1, that is 20. So I'll be forming salt, obviously of strong acid. Weak base, how much? 10. And something will be remaining. This weak base, how much? 10. So I'm having both weak base along with the salt with a strong acid. So this is obviously my basic buffer. But yes, you have to be conceptually correct. So good. Percentage is also increased. It's 83%. Good beta. Fair enough. Fair enough. But keep going, keep working. Keep going, keep working. Moving to the next one. Moving to the next one. Perfect. Which one of the following condition will favor maximum formation of product in the reaction? So again, Lee-Chatelier principle application, sir. I need more product. Reaction is exothermic, so heat is produced. So temperature low, so if you decrease temperature, so now product will decrease. Product will decrease, so in order to oppose, reaction will proceed in forward direction to increase the concentration of product. So low temperature works fine. High temperature do not work fine. Now, what about pressure, sir? Initial moles are 2, final gaseous mole is 1. So if you increase pressure, in order to oppose, reaction will try to decrease pressure, and in order to decrease pressure, it will move in a direction where moles are decreasing. So where gaseous moles are decreasing, forward direction. So sir, this is also correct. That makes option 1. So again, a beautiful application of Lee-Chatelier principle. But yes, percentage has reduced. It is 65%. I hope most of the students are now clear. If you have any doubt, beta, kindly put it in the comment section. I will definitely be addressing it first and then moving forward. But yes, we have to be on our toes to match the pace. Chalo. Quick. Yeah. The solubility of BaSO4 is given, but solubility is in gram per liter. Just check this, the value of its solubility product. So solubility, sir, is given, and it is asking the value of KSP. So value of S is given, but value of S should be in why it is not opening should be in moles per liter, but the value given is in gram per liter. So in order to convert gram into mole, you have to divide. Divide by what? Molar mass. Chalo. So solubility S is given, but S should be given weight upon molar mass. Molar mass of barium sulfate is also given 333. This will be in moles per liter. And now if you know the value of S, so value of KSP will be, because this is 1:1 electrolyte, so S and S, so S squared. So this value squared. And I hope if you solve this, you will get 1 as your answer, because most of the students are answering 1 in the comment section. And yes, 85% of them are calculatively correct, because 1 is definitely your answer. Chalo. Now moving to this next question. Can anybody tell me what is the answer? In 3, 2, 1, go. Quick. Following solutions were prepared by mixing different volumes of NaOH and HCl. Now you have to give me that solution where pH is 1. Sir, what is pH? pH is minus of log of H plus ion. So if minus of log of H plus ion is 1, that means H plus ion concentration is 10 raised to the power minus 1. That means I need 1/10 molar concentration. So first of all, I need more acid. Here I have 40 into 1/10. So what is the number of millimoles? So millimoles will be 4, millimoles will be 6. So I'll be having more acid, yes. Here millimoles will be 4.5, it will be 5.5. Here millimoles will be 25/5 as in 5 of base, 15 of acid. You can see the difference, beta. I need difference of 10, na? I need difference of 10. I'm just giving a trick to come up with the option fast. But yes, obviously after that we'll solve it. So here difference is 2. Here difference is 1. Sir, here difference is 10. 10 millimoles. Because acid is 15, base is 5. So 5 of the acid will be gone, but you will be left with 10 millimoles of H plus. So from here, the millimoles of H plus will be remaining, which is 10, but volume will be added up. So 75 plus 25 as in 100 millimoles. So this will be 1/10. And 1/10 is what I want. So option C is your answer. Good percentage. Good percentage. Option C is my answer. Good, beta. I hope. Acha, let me quickly jump to this question. Good one. Why good one? Because yes, conceptually it is challenging you. You should try and attempt this one. Chalo, beta. Quick. Quick. Chalo. The question says, concentration of Ag plus ion in saturated solution of A is this much. You have to give the solubility product. So concentration of silver ions is given for this saturated solution. So this Ag silver oxalate will be dissociating like what? Sir, Ag2C2O4 will be dissociating as silver ions, but how many? 2. and oxalate ion, which is C2O4 2 minus. Now, the Ksp, which will definitely be a constant, will be concentration of silver ions. Now, silver ions concentration are mentioned. How much? So 2.2 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. This is the concentration of silver ion squared. Now, if I do this using a variable, then 1 will dissociate to form 2 and 1. So S will dissociate to form 2S and S. So this is again the similar thing. So value of 2S is given out to be 2.2 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. So value of S will be 1.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. And because this concentration is given, so I have to square it, because Ag plus concentration squared will be for Ksp. But for oxalate, I can calculate, I know what is value of S, and S of this will be formed. So this is 1.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. So power 1. So this will give you the value of solubility product, which will be nothing but power will be 10 to the power minus 8 and 2.2 into 1.1. So yes, I guess this is nothing but transfer. Option 2 is your right answer. I hope. 0%. Let me just check, beta. Acha, option 1. Have I done option 1? Acha, most of you are correct only, beta. Concentration of silver ion in saturated solution is given. Okay, sir. Concentration of Ag plus ion is this much. Okay. I have to square this and then multiply. So squaring this will make it 10 to the power minus 8 and minus 4 will make it 10 to the power minus 12. I am sorry. It will make it 10 raised to the power minus 12. Each and every one of you are correct, beta. Square of this. So 2.2 squared and then multiplied. So whatever it is, it will be some scientific notation only. But yes, power will be 10 to the power minus 12. And therefore, answer will definitely be option 1. Good. Yeah, thank you. So thank you that you are doing great. So good. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Moving to... I am skipping few. Yes. Moving to this one. Chalo. Let us solve this one, beta. Let us solve this one. You were not. Acha, okay. I hope you are attempting it now. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm giving 30 seconds only. Yes, again, a calculative question. So you have to be on your toes, which you obviously are. Quick. 4. Perfect. Sama saying 4. Sidhu is saying D. Let us check the percentage of pyridine that forms pyridinium ion in aqueous solution. Sir, pyridine is also weak base. So this weak base pyridine, when it goes in water, sir, it also partially dissociates because it's a weak base. So nitrogen will be giving electrons to hydrogen, forming the cation and giving OH minus. And yes, very weak base. So for a weak base, Kb is nothing but C alpha, so C square alpha square. So C alpha square upon 1 minus alpha, because it is a weak base. So 1 minus alpha I am approximating as 1. So simply writing Kb as C alpha square. Now, what I need to know alpha, which will be under root of Kb upon C, because alpha is the percentage dissociated. I'll be just multiplying it by 100. So what is the value of Kb given, beta? 1.7 into 10 raised to the power minus 9. And what is the concentration that is given to me? So 10 is power minus 1. Under root. So this will be 10 is power minus 8 as in 10 raised to the power minus 4. And under root of 1.7. So under root of 1.7 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. This is my value of alpha, but into 100, because I have to calculate this in percentage. So into 100. So it will be under root 1.7 into 10 raised to the power minus 2. So yes, so this calculation beta obviously, but it will be very small value, na? So it will obviously not be option 2, but then you have to calculate this. You can do for under root 17, what you can do, you can write this as 170 into 10 raised to the power minus 2. Under root will still be there because this is nothing but 1.7. 10 to the power minus 2 you already have, so this will be under root of 170 into 10 to the power minus 3. And 170, sir, now you can do it. 13 is 169. 13 is 169. So this is close to 169. So this is 13 squared. So this is 13 into 10 to the power minus 3. So minus 3 as in 0.0013, because 10 to the power minus 3. So yes. So 0.00. It is having 0.01. 10 to the power minus 3, na? Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is 13, na? Okay. So because it is 13 into 10 to the power minus 3. So 1, 2, 3. So 0.012 percentage. Yes. If you talk of the calculation, na beta, then for calculation, these questions are actually very challenging. What calculations are common sense calculations, and this common sense calculation, even the paper of advanced, people were having this calculation problem in all maths, physics, chemistry, and obviously in biology also. I mean, NEET, not biology per se, but yes. So beta, you have to be very much comfortable with the calculations. Yes, they are time consuming, but ultimately you have to solve 3-4 calculative questions also to make the difference in your marks, because many of them will not be doing it. So if you are also not doing it, then where is the difference, beta? So instead of attempting a question incorrectly, rather invest time and do calculative questions. I hope everybody is clear with this. Chalo. I hope everybody is clear with this. Chalo, perfect. Let me check the percentage. 100%. Last question for equilibrium. Then we'll be moving to the last chapter for today, which is thermodynamics. So last question, last 30 seconds for equilibrium. Then we'll be rushing to thermodynamics. Perfect, Shadya. Perfect, guys. Perfect. So whoever is actively participating in solving, perfect Sidhu, will definitely be getting benefit out of it. Chalo. Good. Now the next question says, My and ny3, two nearly insoluble salt, have same KSP. Okay, KSP is same, this much, at room temperature. Which statement would be true? So first you have to calculate their solubility. So let's say for My, solubility is A. So A square will be equal to 6.62 or 6.2 rather into 10 to the power minus 13, or rather writing it at 62 into 10 to the power minus 14. So solubility will be 10 raised to the power minus 4 into under root 62. So 7, 7, 8, 8, 64. So approximately somewhere around 8. And what about the other species, ny3? For ny3, let's say solubility is B. So 1 raised to power 1, 3 raised to power 3. So 3, 3 ja 9, 3 ja 27. B cube will be equal to 62 into 10 raised to power minus 4, 14. Or rather make it 15. Why? Because power is 3. So because power is 3, so I am writing 620 into 10 raised to power minus 15. So this is 10 raised to the power minus 5, and this will be 620 upon 27 1 by 3, whatever it is, it will be something, some scientific notation. But solubility is 10 to the power minus 5, just check. Solubility is 10 to the power minus 5, just check. Solubility is 10 to the power minus 7. That means which is more soluble? So this guy, as in NY3, is more, because this value is greater. So this is more soluble. And which is less soluble? Obviously, My is relatively less soluble. Now, sir, that means, now let us read the question. Addition of salt Ky to solution My and N/3 will have no effect. No, sir, Ky will have Y minus, and Y minus will increase the concentration of anion. Sir, definitely their solubility will decrease. So definitely it is incorrect. The molar solubility of My and A in water are identical. No, sir, the solubility are different. So this is also incorrect. The molar solubility of My in water is less. Haan, sir. My is less. This is definitely correct. And the salt My and A are soluble, more soluble in 0.59999. If you have common ion, solubility is bound to decrease. Pure water is, although it is in pure water, is also it is sparingly soluble. But if you add common ion, it will definitely decrease. Obviously, we got our answer, but still, because these theoretical questions are challenging, therefore I'm making you attempt them properly. I hope everybody is clear with me. Chalo. So that means option 3. So let me see that percentage. So finally, we are ending the chapter of chemical and ionic equilibrium with 83% efficiency. So really happy for all the students who are performing very well, beta. Moving to thermodynamics. Again, the process is the same. We will not be learning the complete theory, but yes, the relevant theory we will definitely complete, and we'll be completing that relevant theory. How? With the relevant questions. So with the questions, we'll be learning theory also, and definitely it will help us to understand the concepts also. So, chalo. I hope everybody is clear with me. Moving to the first question for thermodynamics, a question from thermochemistry. A question from thermochemistry. So let us attempt this. First, read the question. I'm giving you 45 seconds to read the question, and then we'll definitely be doing the theory, and then we'll be learning how to do this. Perfect. Perfect. Quick. A. Perfect. 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 Chalo beta. Let us check. I just want to know the percentage before discussing the first one, so that I may design the discussion in the meantime only. But yes, in order to check that how much okay, 60%. Still, malaf, people tried, but percentage. Okay, so let me give you the theory first. Now, beta, actually we have to be very specific about what we are studying, but whatever we are studying, we'll be studying it completely. Now, standard enthalpy of formation. Now, what is enthalpy of formation? Enthalpy of formation is the enthalpy change when 1 mole of a compound is produced from its constituent in the most stable state. So this is the basic definition of enthalpy of formation. So we have to calculate enthalpy of formation, but for this barium ion. Okay, sir. And what are the data given? For sulfate ion, enthalpy of formation is given, and enthalpy of crystallization is given. Crystallization as in 1 mole of barium sulfate is formed. Crystal is formed because this energy is released. Whenever you form a bond, you form a solid, that solid crystal, whenever it is formed, energy is released. If you give back that energy, then that crystal, in fact, if you give back this energy, then this solid crystal will break into what? The constituent ions. So if this value is minus 4.5 kilocalorie, that means the reverse reaction would have been taking place, and once it is formed, the solid lattice is formed, this much energy is released. But if you provide this much of energy, so this delta H for this reaction will be plus 4.5. I hope everybody is first getting this, that enthalpy of crystallization is 1 mole of solid is formed. Because solid is formed, so lattice energy will be released. That's why I'm formed. So I'll be stable. If I